You spent years getting licensed. You work 12-hour shifts. You handle life and death decisions before most people have had their morning coffee. And somehow, you're still living paycheck to paycheck, picking up overtime just to keep up. What if I told you that the same skills that make you a great nurse make you perfectly positioned to build income completely outside of bedside? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how. Most nurses think the only way to make more money is to work more shifts. But what if you could build an extra stream of income from home instead?
Hey, I'm Sarah Michelle, a nurse, entrepreneur, and the host of From Bedside to Business. This series is for every nurse who's tired of depending on one paycheck, one employer, and one set of hours to determine their financial future. Every episode, I break down a real business model that nurses are actually building from home, with real numbers, real steps, and no BS. You already have everything it takes. You just need the roadmap.
Quick question. How much do you think the average nurse makes per year? Go ahead and guess. Is it $55,000, $77,000, or $95,000? The answer is B, $77,000 a year.
That sounds decent, but here's the problem. That number has a ceiling. It's completely tied to how many hours you physically work. You get sick, you don't get paid. You want a vacation, you lose shifts. You burn out, the income stops. That's called active income, and it's the only type of income most nurses ever build. But there's another type. Here's the difference between what most nurses do and what we're talking about in this series. Active income means you trade time for money directly. More hours equals more pay. That's bedside nursing. The models we're going to talk about today are scalable, meaning your income has the potential to grow without you having to add more hours to grow it. You're still working, but you're building something that can earn beyond what your time alone allows. And honestly, for most families today, having both is the goal. Keep the active income while you build the scalable one. Here are 5 income models that nurses are building from home. There's a lot more, but let's just focus on these 5 today. These aren't random side hustles. These are real business models with real income potential. Let's break them down one by one. Digital products are one of the lowest barrier businesses a nurse can start. Think about everything you already know: wound care protocols, medication management, how to survive night shift, how to study for the NCLEX. Other nurses will pay for that knowledge in the form of guides, templates, checklists, and mini courses. You create it once, upload it, and it sells while you sleep. Nurses on Etsy are making anywhere from a few hundred to several $1,000s a month selling nursing study guides and clinical templates. The startup cost is essentially zero. Content creation might sound like it's only for people with huge personalities or millions of followers, but that's not how it works anymore. Nurses are building YouTube channels and TikTok accounts around nurse life, health education, and business tips. And here's something most people don't know. You don't even have to show your face. Faceless channels using AI avatars and voiceovers are growing fast right now. Ad revenue, brand deals, and affiliate commissions are how the money comes in, and it's also the best way to sell your own products. It takes time to build, but it compounds, meaning a video you made 6 months ago can still bring in income today. Etsy is one of the most beginner-friendly businesses a nurse can start, and nurses have a huge advantage here because you already know what other nurses need: study guides, clinical reference sheets, nursing school planners, self-care journals for healthcare workers. You create the file once in Canva, upload it to Etsy, and every time someone buys it, Etsy delivers it automatically. No shipping, no inventory, no overhead. Print on demand works the same way, except physical products like mugs, t-shirts, and notebooks get printed and shipped automatically when someone orders. You never touch the product. I actually have 2 Etsy shops myself. They definitely take time, and some creativity is needed. But if you treat it like a real business, you can be very successful. Amazon KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, lets any nurse become a published author for free. And there are more options here than most people realize. Low content books are things like journals and planners, minimal writing, fast to create. Mid content books are where you add actual instruction. Think a nursing student workbook or a clinical skills guide. Educational books go deeper. You're teaching a specific topic you know well. And full-length books and novels are the long game. Build once and collect royalties for years. Nurses have so much knowledge that the world will pay for. Your specialty, your experience, your story, all of it can become a book on Amazon. You upload it once and Amazon handles everything: printing, shipping, customer service. You just collect the check. And I personally have a few books on Amazon right now that sell every month without me doing a single thing. This one is the biggest opportunity on this list, and the one most nurses have never heard of. An adult family care home is a small residential business where you provide housing and care for typically 4 to 6 adults who need assistance. It runs out of a home, either one you own or one you lease. Because you're already a licensed nurse, you have a massive advantage over most people trying to enter this space. The monthly revenue can range from $8,000 to over $20,000, plus depending on your state and your resident count. This is not a side hustle. This is a full business. But it's one nurses are literally built to run. This is actually what I'm personally opening right now, and I'm documenting the whole process. If you want to follow along and be the first to know when I release my full training on this, the link is below. Let me tell you what's changed in the last 2 years, because it changes everything. AI has completely lowered the barrier to starting any of these businesses. We're talking tools that write your product listings, design your graphics, help generate your scripts, edit your videos, and even create content without you ever turning on a camera. What used to take a team or a big budget now takes one nurse, a laptop, and the right tools. I personally use AI to run multiple businesses at the same time. And in an upcoming episode, I'm going to break down my exact tool stack so you can steal it. I want to be straight with you before we wrap this one up. None of these are get rich quick. Every single one requires real work and real consistency. But here's what I know for sure. Nurses are already doing all 5 of these right now. These aren't theories. They're real businesses built by real nurses who are sitting exactly where you are. The biggest mistake I see is people trying to do all 5 at once and ending up doing none of them well. Pick one, the one that fits your schedule, your personality, and your goals, and go deep on that one first. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, but I don't have time to film videos or show my face online, the next episode is going to change how you think about content creation completely. We're breaking down faceless YouTube, how nurses are building entire channels and income streams using AI without ever turning on a camera, not even once. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 5 models are you most curious about? I read every single one, and make sure you subscribe because this series is just getting started.